Hello, everyone. I've been playing pretty well in duels lately, and I've been studying a little bit, and I think I'm ready to get into a few more games here. So let's jump. Okay, we got a game here against another player. I can't wave. I feel bad about that, but let's see what happens. I think this is Spain. Should definitely be Spain. Very small font on the license plate. I think that I'm gonna go ahead and send that there. I mean, this is Spanish. At least it should be. Another player goes Spain, and it was Spain, and another player got it spot on almost. Doing a little bit of damage there to start the game. Should be Indo. And we're driving on the left. I think this should be like Indonesia. I'm not really good at guessing Indonesia, so I'm just going to go in the center of the islands here. Other player goes there. Okay, it was Indonesia, and I was slightly closer, so a little bit of damage. Okay, driving on the right in a pickup truck here. White road lines. Looks like I can't tell if I'm in the southern hemisphere or not. I can't read that. I'm thinking I'm in Latin America. Does poles do anything? Not really. I don't know where I am. I'm gonna go like Mexico here. I don't think it is. Maybe Guatemala. Sure. I don't think that's a good guess at all. It was the Philippines. Yeah, that was a horrible guess. I think I wish I had that one back. Saw the white road lines. Anyway, there's always room for one blunder in a game. So let's see if I can bounce back from this. Okay, see this black car. Okay. Okay, that appears to be maybe Spanish. I think I gotta go like Argentina here. I'm gonna go in the northern, more towards like Uruguay. Other player goes Argentina in the same region. It was much further south. Okay, so doing some damage. It was definitely Spanish speaking. The sun is clearly in the north on this one. I do think this is Argentina again. Not seeing. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm gonna go the same area, like Argentina, closer to Uruguay, maybe Cordoba. Let's go here. I'm gonna place the pin. Other player goes Argentina. It was Argentina. Gonna do some damage. So very good guesses on the other player here. I'm getting very low on health. Let's see if I can pull it together. What language is this? That appears to be Japanese. This poll doesn't really put me in Japan, I don't think. I think this puts me in Taiwan. Very mountainous. I think I have to go Taiwan here. I'm going to go kind of more towards the mountain part of it. I'm going to place the pin. Other player goes Taiwan, and it was Taiwan, and it was break even. I think that's the first time that's ever happened to me. Okay, what have we got here? Oh wow, okay. Southern Hemisphere. I can't read that sign. I can't read any of these signs. Overall, though, I mean, it does appear to be Asian style architecture. It's a potential Indonesian flag. Maybe one of the islands down here. I'm going to go there. Let's see if that's a good guess. Other player goes in the same area, and it was just slightly east there, so I'm going to do a tad bit of damage here. And we're getting into these gigantic multipliers. We're battling back and forth here. I'm hanging on by a limb. Okay, we got a black truck and a red chevron. I think these are commonly seen in South Africa. That sun appears to be in the south, though. And we're driving on the right. Where does this put us? Albania, maybe? I don't know. It goes Turkey, and it was Turkey. Okay, yeah, I got confused on that one. I think Albania uses black chevrons anyway. I didn't have too much time. Anyway, okay, so I got crushed on that one. I think. I mean, I had a really bad guess in the beginning of the game there that really wasn't forgiving. Good player though. I mean, they were guessing spot on many of those rounds. It made it very difficult for me to get into it, but no problem. I mean, it's part of the game. Sometimes you see it, sometimes you don't. But let's get into another one here. I'd love to have a rematch against that same player. Okay, we got a really good looking player here. 738 on the rating on a 3-game win streak. Let's see if I could do something about that. Yellow outside, white inside. Yellow license plates. I think black chevrons too. This might be. I feel more comfortable with like an Israel guess on this. Let's go Israel. Other player goes Israel, and it was. And I can't tell. I mean, I think that's a disputed territory, but I was closer there. And doing some damage. Zona. Okay. Spanish-speaking country, Southern Hemisphere. Maybe Southern Hemisphere. I got to be careful with that. I can't really tell. I guess I got to go maybe like Peru on this one. I don't have too much time. He goes Ecuador. It was Colombia. Okay, very good guess there on his part. I was slightly closer. Feeling very Eastern European. A style frame. Player's going very quickly. 9 seconds. I gotta go maybe like Bulgaria or something here. I don't really like this guess, but the other player goes in Albania, and it was where was that? It was Croatia. Croatia or Hungary. Anyway, neither of us had a good guess. Okay, we're in the middle of a big city here. City taxi. Get a feel. It's European. Yeah, I don't recognize that language, unfortunately. I gotta go maybe someplace in, I mean, based on that language, like in Hungary, maybe. The other player goes in Czechia, and it was Czechia. Okay, yeah, I'm not really good at those Central European languages. Okay, southern sky's in the south, or the sun is in the south. Yeah, I don't really know on this one. Other player's already gone. I really don't know where to place my pin right here. No, it's not there. It's not over here. I know that. I don't know why I did that. It goes in. It was India. Maybe I should have placed a pin in India. That would have been a good guess, but neither of us did quite well on that one. Ooh, what is here? Sun is in the south. Thinking like Kazakhstan. Maybe something down here. Other player goes Kyrgyzstan. It was Kyrgyzstan. Okay, but somehow slightly closer there. So I'm doing a little bit of damage, hanging on here against a very, very good player. That is a Turkish flag. Okay, shouldn't be an issue here. Um, I don't know where. I guess I just got to go somewhere in the middle of the country here. I hope it pays off. He also goes in the middle, slightly closer. Okay, getting into massive multipliers. Central Europe, I would think. This player's going super fast. I think these are like more like Romanian style poles. I'm gonna go in this area of the world. He goes in Russia that time. It was Poland. Okay, so I was mistaken on the style of pole. If I had guessed Poland, if I recognized it, it probably would have knocked the player out. But anyway, it does a ton of damage. I'm back in it. I'm back in the driver's seat of this game. Getting very exciting. What do we have here? Oh, the belt. I was studying those. If I recognized that belt, this would be easy. I think it's Hungarian. I mean, that language looks like huge words with a bunch of stuff in it. He goes Hungary as well. Oh, it was over there. Okay, he was closer. That's going to do some damage. Okay, really battling back and forth here going into round 9. I need to be perfect and hope the other player slips up. This one looks to be a United States round. It's not. That sun is in the north. Double yellow road lines and a blue car. Um, I gotta go Brazil. Wish me luck. It goes in Argentina. Yep, okay. It was a little bit too flat for that. Knocks me right out of the game here. Okay, so I'm 0 for 2 for the day. Had two very long games with good players. I maybe should have went Argentina on that one. Forgot that they do have the double yellow lines like that. No problem though. So falling in the rankings. How am I doing overall? So I played 13 games and I won 7, so I'm just over 50-50. I'm 7-6 technically. The first game I played today, I don't think I played that well. The second game, I definitely played well. I'm pretty happy with that, getting into that late of a game. But got a good looking player here again. Maybe a little bit more evenly matched. Let's see if I can hold it together here. Look to be Spanish. I think maybe Ecuador, something like that. Other player goes Ecuador as well, and it was pretty much right down on the border. Okay, so doing a ton of damage here to start this game. Um, Seen these yellow bollards in Spain before. This doesn't look like Spain to me. So I can't tell if this is like Portuguese or one of the autonomous languages in Spain. I think just to be on the safe side, I'm going to go up here in Galicia, maybe north of Portugal here, and see if it pays off. Other player goes in Switzerland, and it was, huh, okay, Luxembourg. Go figure. Didn't look to be a, yeah, that was a confusing one. I think these are Australian bollards. It looks like we're driving on the left. Very flat grassland kind of area. Where do we see that in Australia? Well, I'm just gonna go New South Wales. Other player does the same thing, and it was more north up in Queensland, but I'm slightly closer, and I'm gonna do some damage there. White road line. I mean yellow road line. I'm sorry. Maybe the sun in the north. And a blue car. Oh, can this be like Brazil? I think this pole. I can't tell. I can't tell if it's Brazil or I mean, this could be like Mexico. Maybe I'll go Mexico instead. Also goes Mexico, and it was Mexico. Good thing I moved that pin. It's going to do some damage to me. Looks like we're driving on the left, maybe. Blue car, sun is in the north. Okay, I mean, is this potentially New Zealand or Australia? Got to do like a 50-50 on this one. I can't really tell. I'm not. The sun is in the north. I'm going to go New Zealand. It's out of Auckland. He goes the same exact area, and it was Tasmania. Somehow I was slightly closer. Got to look into that. Seen this a couple of times. Driving on the left-hand side, yellow license plate, definitely in Japan. Climate-wise, it looks a little bit more tropical, a little bit more mountainy. I think we would see that maybe more towards the southern part of the island. I'm going to go ahead and place it in kind of south to center. Okay, I was slightly closer that time, doing a tiny bit of damage. Getting into a battle here. I'm really hoping I don't go 0-3 to start the session, but if I do, I do. I mean, it is what it is. Sun appears to be in the south. It does look to be very tropical. Can't get a sense of the language. Do you see these bikes though? Yeah, I don't think I'm in the southern hemisphere. I think this might be like the Philippines somewhere. I'm gonna go in the middle here. I go the Philippines. He goes Indonesia, and it was Cambodia. Okay, interesting. A little bit of damage there again. Okay, very flat. I mean, that looks German. At least to me it does. I guess I got to go Germany here. It's very flat. Maybe I'm closer to the Netherlands. He goes in the Netherlands, and it was the Netherlands. Yeah, I should have trusted that. Okay, so doing a ton of damage here. Didn't look Dutch. Square pole. Sun is more south. Okay, that appears to be one of the South Indian languages. Do I go India here or do I go Sri Lanka? I go India, he goes Sri Lanka, and it was India. Okay, that should do a good amount of damage. 3,300 points, almost 3,400 points. Okay, now back in it here. Let's say east-northeast. The poles don't appear to be like octagonal in shape. So I guess this has to be maybe Peru. And it does appear to be slightly more to the north. And a dry and hilly. I think Peru is going to be my best guess here. He goes in Chile. Oh, wow, South Argentina. Yeah, it does a ton of damage to me. Okay. 0-3. I wouldn't have thought it was that far south. I mean, the sun wasn't really like indicative of, like straight north. So that's why I went more north into the continent. So I think that puts me about even. Yeah, seven wins out of 14 games. So I'm 7-7 right now. I was playing pretty well earlier in the week. Ended up going 0-3 today. The analogy I always make to this game is that it's a lot like baseball. And, I do these 3-game series, these 3-game videos, and it's like it reminds me of a series in baseball. And sometimes you win a series, you go 2-1, 2-1, and then you get swept by somebody or you get swept by a team. That's kind of what it reminds me of. Today I got swept. Oh well. It's a it's part of the game. It's quote unquote a long season. I'll keep playing here. I'm not in any risk to get demoted into the Gold 2 division again. So I'm sitting pretty well in Gold 1. I think the work that I put in looks pretty good. I think I've been playing a lot of games. I've been winning. I think I won more this week than I won last week, and that's all that really matters. I can't win them all. I'm going to shut it down now though, and I will be back later with more duels.